Destruction is the best. Yeet. 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 It's not about the build, it's about the destruction. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus.
T0P_geek has redeemed first.
Oh, this is looking good. Yeet. Yeet. Yeet.
The underscore Dizzy3 is here.
Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus.
Skinjaya Sano is here.
Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus. Destruction. Destruction is the best.
Harekom Johnny11 is here. J_man91 is here.
I can hold this mouse better than anyone could hold this mouse. Mainly because I wouldn't allow them into my house to hold this mouse. But nonetheless, destruction. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeet. Yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus. Yeah. I make great background music. Wait, I'm music? Yeah. I'm music. We'll go with that. Ash Rain music, bro.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in. How are you doing today, my dudes? Who are we looking at? GG, Top Geek Redeem it first. Welcome in, Dizzy, Mrs. Ken, Johnny, J-Man, and Miku. Let me make sure all my things and stuff are connected now. I was having a little bit of technical difficulties during the intro. All right, that should be good. Let me do my TikTok captcha like usual. Ooh, man. All good. All good. How is everybody doing? Welcome in, my dudes. It's a new week. It's Monday. Today, today is the only hardcore stream this week. Well, the only single player hardcore stream this week. That's right. Because on Wednesday, October 1st, is the start of 9 Lives Season 4, which I will be in a couple days. And that's Wednesday, right? Yeah. So hardcore today, no stream tomorrow, 9 Lives on Wednesday. Wifey Wednesday is actually going to be on Thursday because that's how things make sense, apparently. And then we'll do a couple more 9 Live streams this week, and then we'll see, you know, how everyone's feeling about, like, okay, how many 9 Live streams do I do per week, kind of deal. But let's get in the hardcore world. Internet enabled. True. But this is hardcore single player, my dudes. Ain't no internet involved, man. Bum, 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 bum. I'll have a command set up for it soon. I actually meant to do that today, but I didn't. Google it. They have a website. If you want to Google their previous seasons or whatever. Maybe I can get a mod to set up a command that links to it in the meantime. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Nothing in my barrel. Actually, does it mean the storage room is done? I don't... Oh boy, does anybody remember what we're doing? I don't remember what we're doing. The vines. Right, let's go check on the vine farm. Yes, 9 Lives SMP. All right, to the vine farm. So this is what we set up last stream. Well, who knows if it's actually working? It looks like it might be. This is what we made last stream over here at the Vine Farm. This thing is theoretically going to produce a bazillion times more than it was doing so before. It's still going to be really slow, but you know.
Zoe_B_1 is here.
You know. What's up, dude? What's up? What am I doing, chap? Oh, right. So then what's left to do is downstairs. I'm just remembering and stuff. We have to build a pale hanging moss farm in this room. Got it. Understood. Overstood, even. It's going to be exactly this, but squished. That's what we got to build. So let's see how we're gonna do that. I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is that I don't know what I should know to know that I do not need to know. You know? All right. Redstone box. I don't have... Okay, apparently I don't have any sandstone with me. Let's go get some more. Sandstone. Boop, boop, boop. What's up? What am I getting? I'm getting cut sandstone, chat. Cut sandstone.
Massive.
19 months.
19 months. That's a period of time, my dude. GG. Alright. Actually, I don't think I'll be needing that much. Alright. This is hardcore single player. Oh, it is nighttime. I saw you said in the Discord. Mm. Did I totally miss Casey's resub? Dude, am I just like, I was zoned out. GG, thank you for the 19 months. Add tier 1, GG, dude. Wow. Wow, just wouldn't let me in. All right. So, this is the corner. This is where the shulker boxes will be. And then this wall here will be where the wall is. It'll be where's the Waldo. Okay, so it's 2 blocks. Tall bow. Alright, do I have blue ice with me? I don't even know. I ain't got no dang blue ice with me. Alright, I need hoppers. Alright, gonna start like this. Actually, I really don't know. Yeah, that looks right. We're gonna go get blue ice. Oh yeah, it is straight to there and 6 of them. Okay. Alright, alright. The complex part is the top. But we've got all stream to do this. This is like all I got planned for today. Rip me, I guess. we'll have to look for what else we can do after this is done, but this is gonna take a chunk of time. Mm. How does this? Okay, so this just has ender chests over the hoppers, and then yeah, the blue ice. Okay, that makes sense. See, it just makes sense to use ender chests, chat, if you ask me. That just makes sense. It's what you do. All right. Okay. Then presumably we're gonna need glass here. Yeah, how many do we have then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then we have a 4-block gap over here. Boom, just like that. So yeah, we're gonna need glass for the rest of that. We're gonna need water buckets, which I don't have yet. Probably some signages. Huh? Yep, that's for sure. And then, well, we have the glass. All right, so I'm just gonna put this in so that it's in the way, or not in the way. So we had decided we were going to leave a air gap of 1 and then the piston. So that means the wall needs built up 2 in the back. Okay. So we build this wall up 2 in the back. Mm-hmm. And then I'll just leave it like that. All right. So then we get the pistons. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can count to 8, chat. All right. So then above, actually, I really want to use pale moss for this. Got to be on brand. I'm gonna grab my water buckets too. I'll grab some water buckets and I'll grab some pale moss blocks. That'll go inside of the Pirate Cove. So we're not ready to build that yet. What am I going for here, chat? Now I've forgotten. Buckets. And pale moss. There we go. Ow! My face. No. All right. So we'll get the pale moss in. We'll put the hanging vines in their place underneath. Then the dispensers actually go above the glass. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, the pale moss would go here. Weird. All right. All right, so then dispensers, I know where they need to go. Do you have a farm for hanging roots? Is it the same mechanic as pale hanging moss? No, hanging roots don't get longer. Is there even a farm for hanging roots that you can do? I don't know the answer, but I'm interested if you want to do a little quick Googling for me, Vibes. Or Miku. All right. I'm gonna need some more lighting. Yeah, I mean, we're here on a little vine farm sidetrack. So anything that we would count as vines. Propagules I don't count as vines, but hanging dirt or hanging roots potentially. All right, so observers go on the other side. And we can honestly close up the glass at this point. Well, I haven't put the water in yet. Oh, and I need my slabbages too out of one of these boxes. Yeah, so what we actually have to do here is put a top slab there. Then we can put that water there. And it's going to go right to there. And then we're going to grab another water. And it's going to go right there. Problem solved. I don't know if the slab is how we did it in the other one, but that's how I'm doing it here. It just makes sense. All right, let me fill this in with glass now. All right. I know I'm gonna have to do hoppers around here somewhere. Next let me get my normal moss for some pillaring. I don't want to be using pale moss for pillaring. I gotta be using the junk moss. Okay. Observers, please. Okay, so free cam. Observer into a block with a note block beneath it. All right, so that means the note blocks go right here. And then the blocks go right here. Okay. Next up, well, let's take the hoppers that need to go into the back of the dispensers. I need a dropper and I need more hoppers. I don't have more hoppers. Dropper goes right there. Hopper line goes across. We're actually supposed to have some redstone doots on top of those dispensers, if I'm remembering correctly, because we want it to fire all of them. Let me go get more hoppers and come back, and then we can like be done. Well, hopefully we can finish it up then. I'm not looking for following someone else's design. I'm looking to know what the mechanic for their growth is. Do they know? Like, they don't grow downwards like a normal vine, do they? Do they grow like side by side like the bushes, kinda? Like I know how how like the firefly bushes, like when you bone meal them, like another one shows up right next to it, kind of deal. Is that what happens? All right. What did I come here for, chap? Who knows? I'll remember it. Hoppers. Hopper. I have none. That means I've got to get some from under the black biome where I left all the redstone materials. Oof. That was not a smart place to leave them because I don't really have a way in there. I guess the #1 best way to get it in there is go through here. Go land up here. Uh-huh. See? Here's where the stuff is. Where's my hoppers? There they are. Taking a full stack and we're good. Back we go. Ooh. Where am I going? Oh, Vine Farm. I just zoned out mid-flight. I was just like, woo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't know where I'm going. All right. So then we have a whole bunch of chests. Ah, crap. We don't actually have like enough space. Do I need to build this whole thing like lower down? Oh boy. That wouldn't have been a problem for me to just dig this down extra deep. Don't know. Because if the hopper line's all the way up there, then that means the chests are going to be like in the ceiling. What? Oh, okay, I see. So it is really just to fit as many chests there as you can, kind of ordeal. now I can go get some slabs. What perfect amount. Yep, those open. Okay. Last thing to do is to get some solid blocks up there above. Just gonna fill that in solid. All right. Yeah, when you look in there, cool, golden. Oh, you can kind of like see up through there. I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't have any fence or any trapdoors. Spruce trapdoors belong. Spruce trapdoors. I need some spruce trapdoors. All right. Hey, look at that one. That's gonna grow me a lot of berries. All right, so now they got the spruce trap doors. Yeah, I can get inside. That's just a way for me to get into the back. That's literally the entire point of it. There is redstone there, so I can't put the blocks lower, but I can put the blocks there. And then light level wise, spawn proofed all the way to 4 in the corner. So yeah, we're good. We're great even. Only other thing is that the fact that you can see through the back of that. We got torches for lighting. Good. Oh, I need another trapdoor to be able to get out. Yep. Uh-huh. I don't have a way up there. Okay. Yeah, I need some scaffolding. That's how I've done this for the other sides. So I would have this like so. Then we just have here. Light-wise, he is spawn-proofed up here, as is, but that's only because we have torches in the ground here. We really need to be having some more permanent lighting with shroom lights. is how we're supposed to be doing this. Honestly, I will very happily put a row of shroomlights there. Punch out the torches and see. Yeah, I'd like to put one right there. What are we? It's pretty dark up here. It does go down to 2. I'm wondering if there's a place I can hide a light. Ooh, can hide a light right there. Yeah, dude, that's a good spot to hide a light. All right. And technically the rest of this is spawn proof. We do need to put in a staircase over here. And we need to fill this thing up with bone meal. Hey, yo, Grayson with the tier 3 sub for 54 months. Dude, that's flipping massive. Okay. How you doing? I do have a little bit of bone meal on me. I didn't expect to have any, but I have a little bit. Okay. Oh, I'm missing the timer. Hold on. I'm missing the whole part that's supposed to be making this farm run. Okay, so there's like an extra observer thing right back here going into the moss, powering that redstone line. Yeah. Oh, and there's like, oh, this is the shut off here. Got it. So that it doesn't grow down. Why would I want it to not grow down? I don't know why I would want it to not grow down. I don't need that here. That's for sure. But all I need is an observer clock in the back corner. So observer, sticky piston, redstone torches, and some sandstone. Oh, I need a comparator too. Maybe a repeater, maybe some dudes. I don't know. All right, so the way that I get to here is I actually pull a redstone signal through this, because there's a hopper on the other side of that. That'll go into a block. I need some moss. Mm-hmm. All right, so then torch, block, torch, block. Have you any wool? Torch? I don't know. All right, so then observer. Oh, I did it on this side specifically, I think, because I didn't want to be putting power into a block next to one of those hoppers. That makes sense. Well, if there was any items in those dispensers, they would be there now. They came out, I mean. Yeah, there's no item in that hopper thing, so yeah, this is what we want. We want this to be firing very rapidly until it's done. All right, and now that's gonna wait for it to actually be a full observer. All right. So now we definitely need to do bone meal. Uh-oh. Did we not get a single one out? We did not. Wait, I just realized what the mechanic is and what we got wrong. Oh no. Okay. I just figured it out, chat. No, we don't need shears. What we need... So what we have here is if I punch out this one on the bottom, you don't get anything. But if I punch out this one in the middle... Oh, you also don't get anything. You need shears? I had no idea you needed shears. Miku, you say that like you knew the answer. You let me go build the whole thing without telling me? um. I've got an idea if it works. No, it's not. No, because I need to do this as a proof of concept. What if these are dispensers with shears in them? Instead of pistons. I don't have a way of filling them. That's something I just realized, but they will run out so infrequently that I don't think it's a problem. I can go to the spawn chunks and get a bunch of these in bulk, so. Well, it growing did not... Okay, hold on. Button. Okay, these aren't farmable. Wow. Okay, these aren't farmable. Well, presumably they aren't farmable by machines. But like if I stood here with shears, it would work. So like that's all we need for a farm then. Is literally just a bone mealer where I stand there with a pair of shears. Hmm. Well, is there any reason I couldn't use this place? Like, imagine with me for a second if all of these worked. And I just stood here. That seems pretty quick. Like, I can only reach out like 4 blocks apparently, not the full length, but... You know, easy. That already got me like 40 in there. And half a stack in there. Mm. Yeah, if only we had the crab claw. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well... Thing is, do I want to redesign it then? Or do I want to just kind of... use it as it is? The real question is, how far does it, does it continue growing? All right, so I can literally get rid of 4 of these off the back. Interesting. Let me dump out my inventory. I don't have any moss on me. Okay. The observers aren't needed for anything here anymore, and neither are these dispensers. All we need is a wall here. I see really no point in just doing a cover-up and pretending that everything's fine. You know, just like whatever, man. This is what we intended. Alright, glass. Oh yeah, I don't really... Okay. So now this works as a shearable farm. We don't have a way up there yet. And there's a little bit more work we need to do. I actually need a slab, I think. I need a way up as well. Dang it. Keep using moss instead. So can I? Yeah, I can do that. Then I can just put up a wall right there. Bam. And it's like, yeah, you can see into there, sure, but like, I could just put carpet over it. Chat, what flavor carpet should I use here? On top of the sandstone. Alright, neat piece of glass goes here. I don't want items spewing out. So I'm just gonna... I'm actually just gonna continue this window like so. Yeah, that'll work good. This corner could literally be scaffolding. Moss carpet. You know what? Pale moss carpet. You're right. What was it? What else was I trying to get, chat? Scaffolding. I can't put it over the scaffolding though. No. Yeah, just piece of scaffolding right there. That's our way up. You come stand here. Well, once there's bone meal in it, let's... It doesn't waste bone meal. That's an important call out right now. Is it only can bone meal what it has, you know, or what it can reach in its inventory. And then you just stand here doing this. Yeah. That's all you gotta do. Once we load it full of bone meal, that is. You know what I just realized? We could put the bone meals on the inside now. Yeah, we can rebuild this thing to at least look better. We can put the bone mealers on the inside. No, we can't because this is still here. Oh yeah. That is for this. The dispensers are there. The hoppers would be here. Screw it. I'll leave it like it is. I don't care. No, we tried that. The dispensers can't shear them. It has to be done by hand. Has to be done by hand. So, yeah, dispensers could be so nice. But they're not. All right. With that said, all we need now is... Well, actually, is there anything else we need to do? I don't even know if I have, like, a supply of shears over here for this farm. I do not. See, this farm's a little different. This farm only turns on by the flick of a switch. It does not care about the fullness level, or does it? No, this one here pays no attention to how full the items are because it just goes by when the player wants to be dispensing, which is the right call. But even better than a lever, I could just do a pressure plate right here, man. Boom. You stand on that, the dispensers start. Let's make it happen. All right. I know what you mean, but no, we don't need to do that. All right, so I could get a comparator literally right there at her. I don't need a shear autocrafter here. I have unlimited shear. If I need shears, what I should do is I should go to the spawn chunks and just grab a couple boxes of shears and then bring them here to have them like on hand. That's why I literally only crafted the one pair earlier. Because I was thinking like, okay, I'm gonna then go restock the rest of the dispensers with the spawn chunks shears. Crap, what am I doing, chat? I need doots. I need a comparator. Might need a repeater too. All right. Oh wait, I don't need a comparator. It's a pressure plate, not a... Whatever. So we don't need this. We don't care about the output of that. What we do care about is... that. That's what we want. So now, when I leave this place and I go step on the pressure plate, how is that not powering it? Okay, maybe I do need like a repeater there or something. Would a repeater work there? I don't know. A repeater doesn't work. Does a comparator pull that? I mean, for some reason, I thought I needed a comparator there at the beginning. No, even a comparator doesn't pull that signal through a wall. And it's on top of a half slab, so like... It's not like I could even pull the signal from the block or anything. How can I get a signal through there? Chat, what do I do? I mean, I could obviously just run like a dude right there. That's annoying.
Massive.
I have to use my toes to count this high.
Oh my goodness. Zopa! How many toes do you have? 62 months! No, chat, we're about to cook. This is about to be insanely overcomplicated. All for so I can have one piece of sandstone. Oh boy. There. That should work. Oh, dang it. Oh, no. I remember what I was gonna do now. Hold on. It wasn't gonna be that. Yeah. It was more overcomplicated than that. First, the observer detecting me standing on there goes into a bulb. Goes in and then okay. Let's see. Was that overcomplicated enough to work? The pressure plate! It works! It's like running a redstone line straight from the pressure plate, except worse. Zopa is almost at a stack. Yeah, it seems to work just fine. Like, I bet if I kind of like jumped on it, like that, maybe I could trip it up, but like, seems fine to me. All right. Now we just gotta fill it full of bone meal. And then this will be done. Okay, now what? Bone meal. Do you wanna be a bone meal? Oh, how much bone meal do I need? Yeah, if I could have brought bone blocks, but... It's like I knew there was one of these I hadn't started draining yet. There we go, chat. Now we got a little bit of bone meal. Eight shulker boxes of bones. Plus a little bit in my inventory, because why not? 8 shulker boxes was the right amount, because there was 4 double chests available just at the bottom. So. Let's start at the top. Mhm. Right. Oh, okay. Mhm. So much bone meal. So little brains. We got all these hoppers still in the back to fill up. That's why I'm spreading it that way. This one's still draining? It is. How do I do what? To pull all the boxes out, or everything out of the box at once, you hold down left shift and you double click. Oops. Repeatedly turn bone meal without needing to go. You hold, that's the space bar. You tap space bar. Yeah, that was a new feature like in 121.2 or something like that that I was stoked for. And it has been game changing. I really do wish that I had bone meal autocrafters on these, honestly. Now that I think about it. Okay, so the only one of these not full yet is this one, and it's because it's filling up a backlog of hoppers still. Okay. Yeah, we'll come back to this one in a minute. I do think that we needed more bone meal upstairs for a time. So let's go check on that. Which one was it that we emptied out yesterday? Was it this one? I think we topped it off, but it still wasn't done finishing. Oh boy. Or it's like we put no bone meal in it whatsoever, it seems like. I thought we filled this thing up. Like, I genuinely thought we filled this thing up pretty decently. Guess I was wrong about that. Okay, all of the hoppers are full. That hopper is perfectly full. And this one has absolutely nothing in it. Okay. So confused, but whatever. Yeah, like, what is the draining pattern here, then? That's not what I wanted to do at all. You know, now that I'm... No, it's not. I was just thinking about it, like, I was like, you know, maybe now's the time to just add bone meal auto crafters to each of these. But then I'm thinking about it and I'm like, no, that's gonna be like very like spacious. Like we don't have the space for that here. What I could do if I used this place enough to justify it, I could have like a bone meal auto crafting station in this building that turns like bone blocks and bones into bone meal and gives me shulker boxes of bone meal. And then instead of having chests up here, we could just have shulker boxes of bone meal. And then I just, you know, have to put those up there. But like, we don't use this place enough to justify it. All right. Wow, we took all those bones out. We took over 8 shulker boxes of bones and brought it here. For it to be used up entirely. Wow. Mm. More boxes. I don't know how many. It was just 5. Gotcha. All right. Well, okay. The stuff that doesn't belong in some of those. Now, let's go to the spawn chunks and grab ourselves, like... We'll just honestly grab 3 shulker boxes of shears. Or maybe I'll just grab 2. One for... Yeah, I'll grab 2 shulker boxes of shears from the spawn chunks. One for the glow lichen farm to just plunk there. And one for the, glow bear, or no, the pale hanging moss farm. So that we can just have a shulker box of shears for each of those to just have ready to go. You think the piston doors get their double pulse prevention tonight? What? I'm gonna need more context than that. All right. Yeah, we're here for shears. 2 boxes of shears, please. Cool. And those will be like instantly replenished because of just how much iron it has in its back, like stored above it. Can easily remake those. The really fast piston doors. We wanted to put something that would make it so they don't get 2 pulses if we hit the button on our way in and out of habit. Oh, what's up? I don't remember what I had in mind for that NG. I don't remember what I understand what you're saying. I don't remember what the solution I had in mind for that was. All right, so we got 2 boxes of shears, chap. That means we can just kind of plunk one of those right here. So if we're like, we need shears to do this, let's go, right? And then we're gonna have another one down here. Yeah, that's... Where could I put it? All right, so then we stand here. All right. And yeah, I'm gonna pick up a bunch of them because I'm standing right up against it, but that's fine. Oh. Wow. That chews through them. Quick. Speedy. Unbreaking 3 on him. Wow. Had like 3 stacks in my inventory there. Oh, okay. Dispenser and pale moss blocks. Dispenser. Oh yeah, there you go. All right, it's gonna... We're making pale moss. Hanging pale... What am I saying? We're making some. Okay, there we go. That's the word. All right, I'm just literally gonna take that stack back to the base, and I'll be happy. Oh wow, it doesn't even refill the hoppers fast, or yeah, it doesn't even refill the dispensers fast enough to keep up. Oh man. So yeah, you could kind of burn through your 9 stacks of bone meal in there before you feasibly Cool. Well, yeah, we're gonna take I should take some of this home. Yeah, I'll take that home. So that we just have some in the base, which will be plenty. All right. Oh, empty box here. Empty box. Those back. All right. Oh, I still need to do a staircase here. I forgot about that. Okay. So it's gotta be sandstone for the stairs, but then hmm. Do I have something? I can just fill it in with normal moss. Yeah. I was like, do I light it up? What? It's like, I'll just fill it in with moss. There. That is a very tight space. Just do that. It's a little bit of ways to open it up, just a tad. All right, yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Now what? So while I'm thinking about it, we might be well, is there anything else here that we someone had mentioned hanging roots. How are those farmed? Roots. Like, what is the actual mechanic for their growth? They don't grow down like a vine. Using bone meal on rooted dirt causes hanging roots to grow below the block. Hanging roots may be obtained by using a hoe on rooted dirt. Ugh. You bone meal the dirt and then it grows underneath it. I don't think that constitutes a building in the vine farm or a structure in the vine farm. I think that'll be part of the Pirate Cove. Cuz that's not really a vine. Honestly, this is kind of stretching it as a vine. Glow lichen is actually really stretching it as a vine. But it shares properties. So yeah, I'm good with this. Roots are just vines with more strength. This must have grown at least a couple times while we're here. I don't know. Probably growing. They grow on average, they grow down on average like once every 11 minutes. So for one to reach the bottom, that's like a harvest every hour. Yeah. You know, we haven't seen it harvest yet, like of natural causes. I want to make sure like it is like bone mealing like we think before it harvests. You know what I'm saying? Cuz like when this grows, we 100% should oh, this has to grow down twice, I guess. You 100% should see all of these turn into berries before Okay, yeah, all of them. How can I? Thought you could just right click on an observer with flint and steel to cause a tick or to cause an update. Oops. Well, let's just place a block there and see what happens. Yeah, okay. That was quite a few. Okay. It did look like it worked. It did look like it worked. Someone get a clip. Get a clip of that, NG. And we'll make sure... We'll actually watch and make sure, like, maybe the top observers, like, didn't... Or the top dispensers didn't have time to bone meal before the pistons broke it. Like, theoretically it should have, but... It looked like it worked to me. All right. Let's get all our materials out of here. I think we're done with the vine farm shenanigans. Ugh, feels me. Hey, look, there's already a box of shears here for this one. Nice. Okay. Made a clip. Cool. If you play it back as slow-mo, do you see any problems or does it all look good?
Massive.
Graph with the tier 3 sub for 29 months. GG, dude. All right. Let's take a quick look at the book. All right, so we've talked about upcoming projects. Our next big project is going to be the witch farm. I know that probably so I'm going to try. I don't know what the mods are going to be ready for yet, but I'm going to try since 121.9 is coming out tomorrow, was the release date they gave us during Minecraft Live. And this is my last single player hardcore stream of the week. I'm probably gonna try for next Monday to have 121.9 be ready for the hardcore world, which would be sick. Then I'd have to be playing on like 121.8 for 9 lives and then 121.9 for hardcore, but that's fine by me. Where else was I going with that? So Witch Farm will be our next big project, but we're not going to be able to get to it until I get the coordinates, which I've been putting off apparently, and 2, once we're done with the 121.9 update stuff. Either way, even if we don't have 121.9 ready to play next week, I will have the Witch Farm coordinates at least. I will have one or the other ready for next Monday stream. 9 lives is an SMP, active for a month. Hardcore challenges, stuff like that. I'll have a command for it once we get there on Wednesday, but you'll see. So what do we got here? Vine Farm, Glowberry, and Pale Hanging Moss. Yeah, those are done. So what's something else I could do today? Like all of the things in here are like the nether shelf labels are coming as part of 121.9. Super smelter is too big, pirate cove is too big, creeper farm too big, flower forest. I mean, we could find a flower forest, but like I said, we're gonna be LeBron, what's up? Let's just go look around. There's gotta be something, like little stuff, man. I just never do. Right? Oh wait, yeah, NG wanted me to look at the redstone doors. So what, NG, we wanted to make it to where we couldn't accidentally send 2 pulses by like clicking here and clicking here and then like potentially making that door open, close. Because it is already on a timer. Oh wait, we did that. Yeah, we did that already. No. No, we didn't. That's just the timer to send a second pulse. Just glad you're back. Yeah, now just auto closes. How would I do that? How would I make it to where I can't send a pulse? Yeah, well, we got to get him in our mob zoo right away. World prep? No. There's nothing really to do world prep. I'm trying to think, how can I stop it from getting pulsed twice? Like I've got one idea. I just don't think I have space for it. Okay. So what I'm thinking, let me show you what I'm thinking. So let me do it up here where I have space. So if I have my copper bulb here, right? And it's got comparator out of there, repeater going back into there to turn it back off. And we've got our redstone doot going into there. What I think I want to do, and then this is in the on position by default, I guess. Okay. What I need to happen is when this is in the off position, what I could do is lock a repeater. So the way I could do that is by doing that. No. By doing that. So, no. That's what I need it when it's in the off position. solid block on me. Great. So that's what I'm thinking is, look at this. You get your button. Boom. It does that. And then it locks the repeater to where, you know, that just happened. Oh, shoot. Oh, now, yeah, it's in the stuck getting powered. Okay. There needs to be a longer delay. Can I put more of a delay there? There, that does it. Or I don't know if it does it. No, that didn't do it. That didn't does it. Vortex? Nope. Well, actually, we send a much shorter pulse because it's an observer. So, let me check that. Yeah, and then it wouldn't reset itself until that signal comes back around. Yeah. So that works, but it's... I don't know if we can make it fit. That's my only thing, is we need 2 blocks. And yeah, that's going to be putting a solid block right up against that piston. Crap. Well, I might be able to take the signal from, like... I don't know. If I could push this whole thing off to the side. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to, like, push the whole contraption, but... Alright, let me go grab some moss. Let me go grab some red blocks to build with. Preach, dude. Excuse me. Chat, we're almost at 9,500 subs over on the Red Video site. We're getting so close to 10K. Yeah, we're 9,417 right now. I just checked. Yeah, this will be fine. Okay. So what we really need to do is to move this out by a few blocks. Oops. But the real question is how long is this signal strength? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it can move out 3 blocks. That's fine. So then that's where that would be in its new position. Yeah. Well, actually, what I would like to do. Well, I just thunked about it. It needs to be up there. Because that's where that is, so. Ooh, that's tough. But we'll make it work. Okay, so then we need a torch right here. Need the comparator right there. This needs to be in the other state. Okay. Then repeater goes there. Okay, that gives you the signal. Cool. So that gets the signal over there now. Now I have this little space to work with. Okay. So that's new. Well, actually, look, the repeater has to be like here or here. Both of those are like brutal positions for them to be in. And then I have to power it. Wow. Okay.
Your attention, please. Are there any Polar Express passengers in need of refreshment?
Well, haha. It needs to be inverted. I just realized. Okay. Crap. Yeah, it needs to be off of this torch or off of a new torch. Crap. How am I gonna get a torch into this without causing, like, is that gonna send a signal? If I put a powered block there, is that gonna be sending a signal into the side of that comparator? I don't know. Let's find out. Does this work? Is the next question. Okay, can I please, for the love of potatoes. Burnout clock. Holy crap, I just put a burnout clock into the door. Is it busted now? Oh boy, all right. Wow. How you doing? That also just made me realize though. Okay, cool. All right. I don't need that repeater there. Wait. Oh, that doesn't actually power it. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, this being right here is a real pain. Because I have to... wait, I got it. Hold on. If I just... If I just do that... Does that work? Yeah, that works. Then if you do this, once that's locked, if you just spam this, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, that works. And we're pulling it off of that one, which is what actually sends the signal up. Okay. So this did add one extra tick of delay to open the door. Because it has to go through a repeater now. Is there a way I could make it not do that, but instead do something else? This does add a tick of delay to the door, which is kind of disappointing. Let's go upstairs and see if it's noticeable. I don't think that was a noticeable tick of delay. Like if I'm sprinting. Oh. It was still on cooldown apparently. Yeah, if I'm sprinting, it's still... It opens before I get there. I'm happy with this. All right. Is there not a bed on the first floor of this building? Interesting. This building has a bed on every floor except for the first floor, apparently. Didn't know that. All right, we gotta do the same thing over here now for this door. Oh, this door is, or this whole building now is fully, oxidized. That's cool. All right. How's this place doing? Hey, our first, like, output of pumpkin, like just shulker loaded. Still none for melons though. Interesting. Yeah. Which is fine. So, yeah, as you can see over here, we have the exact same contraption? No. It's not the, I mean, it in principle, it's the exact same contraption, but it's in a different layout. Interesting. I can work with this. All we gotta do. Literally, wait, hold on. This was exactly what I built before. Wait, hold on, that was exactly what I built before. It was already in that position. Yo. Just needed the da-da-da-da, yeah. Yeah, all right. Oh shoot, I just realized that that was the way it was for a reason. Always for a reason, chat. So this should work now. Yeah, that appears to work. Why didn't that work? Oh, then once it's on like that, it already has built-in protection while it's receiving power. Amazing. Okay. So, all right. So it already had duplicate pulse detection for this for once the signal comes around and reaches this, the second half of the door closing has pulse protection, but the first half didn't. So all we did was add pulse protection to the first half, and it already had pulse protection on the second half. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. We're done here. That was easy. Okay. Yeah, now it doesn't matter if I do that or whatever. It's fine. It just closes on its own when it feels like it needs to. Okay. Well, now what? Oh, more junk to go throw back in the system. Yeah, we just finished the project for the Vine Farms, but we don't have anything to work on right now. You know what I just want to go check on? I want to go check on the sniffer farm. I bet you it's overflowing. I bet you it's overflowing. Yeah. Oh yeah. And those are full too. Oh, okay. Overflow is got pitcher pods in it. I forgot we actually had an overflow chest. Okay. Well, I don't really have a way to stop these, you know? Oh boy, hold on. I mean, other than just killing them off. I feel like I emptied it like maybe 6 months ago. Add quieter sniffers. They're not that bad. And we're definitely never close enough to these guys for it to be a problem. You remember me saying have pistons that push them up? Yeah, that wouldn't actually be feasible with the floor that we have below. Yeah, we could just farm up a bunch of eggs and then kill them. Yeah, they're fine. I just egg it up and shut it down. I don't really want to do that. I don't know, man. Well, then we'll start getting, if it gets overflowed to the point where, like, so you can see here, the item filter is completely full of pitcher pods. So those are going out and over to the chest, right? So if we keep getting more pitcher pods, it's gonna back up and fill up all the hoppers, and then it's gonna fill up all the hoppers all the way up, and then it's just gonna be leaving items on the ground. It would probably be leaving items on the ground. Well, actually, it would leave items in the minecart. So then the minecart would get stuck up on here, and then once the minecart gets stuck up here, then all the seeds that they produce would actually just be on the ground up here. So yeah, it would be a little bit of a problem. Like, at most, we'd have like a dozen items floating on the ground at a time, but it'd probably be a constant dozen items floating, like always having a dozen items on the ground. Or do we want to just overflow into a cactus, maybe? That's smart. Yeah, so like, not a chest, but that's easy, because that's just a dropper. All right. We just had to sit here long enough for someone to give me something to work with. You know? I will take those pitcher pods home. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's like a really tight fit. Yeah, lava would burn this place down. I was just thinking, what if we had it like drop it down a chute and it went down, but then I realized, oh, well, I realized it's gonna go through this room. But it actually looks like it might just barely be able to miss it, but then you're not gonna see it dropping, so we can't really fit a cactus in here, is the thing. We also can't fit a dropper. No, this is actually the better solution. That NG gave us. Just don't have. Well, oh, we're way up here. Oh my god, I don't even have like an underground really. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's what it's gonna have to do. Is it's gonna have to do. I was thinking like, yeah, we'll just take it underground or something, but this isn't even underground. Wow, more pitcher pods have come through. And we're really close on the torch flowers filling up too. All right. What exactly can I fit in here? So, let's imagine. Okay, what about here? Yeah, I could take that down. Okay. Okay. So right here. So if I go dropper facing down right here. Dropper. What is it facing to that? Okay, so then we could have a hopper dropper line that brings it down to here. And we have a little cactus right here. It's a thing, Darcy. Don't worry about it. Okay, I need to get a sand. I need to get a cactus. I need to see how I can lay this out. You had to leave for a month for a military thing. Oh my goodness. Place some of the moss with another block, then it will lower spots to dig. Nah. And my wrist is like really itchy underneath my watch right now. And it's like, oh, it's like really red. Oh, right here. Like, what happened? I'm dying, I think. I think that's what that means. It feels like it's like been like rubbed raw or something. Goodness gracious. I think my hand's gonna fall off, chat. It does, it does. All right. Here's cactus, all right. Cactus and sand. Cactus and sand. What else did I say I needed? Anything else? I don't know. Mm. Don't worry, I've already got a massive brain, Darcy. We could have like an access hatch to the little room right here, like on the outside. Just put a trap door in, like right here, as like a little access hatch to the cactus room. uh. Oh shoot, I just realized that's gonna come down right next to a torch here. Is that gonna lock a hopper? Oh man, I don't even know. I need more hoppers apparently. Yeah, it's not pulling them out of there. I knew it. Crap. How am I gonna do this? The other solution just fits so perfectly into there. And this one just doesn't. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I got it, chat. Hear me out. Dropper, hopper, dropper, just like we had them before. And then previously we had a sideways hopper there. Hold on. Up diamond. More of those. I don't know what I needed. Ah, dropper, that's what I needed. My brain's not braining. But what I was thinking is we just do it the way we had done it to get it past that bit of redstone. Come on, dude. Let me fly into there. Yeah. So I put that there. And then that should get items here. And even though it's right next to the torch, as long as there's this here, that'll still pull them straight out. They're going straight down. Nice, nice, nice. Dropper, hopper. Dropper, hopper, dropper, hopper, dropper. So that's where they end up. Then sand. And then cactus. And then we can't put any items next to the cactus, but we can put items up here. So that means when the cactus grows, the cactus is going to immediately fall on top of itself. And same with the pitcher. Oh, we need to do the redstone, though. So I don't have any red concrete on me, do I? Now what? Red concrete, I said. This will be easy. So LeBron, we just finished the Nether Mob Zoo, and we voted for what our next big project is going to be. But I have to get the coordinates for that, and I have to do that off stream, and I haven't had a chance to do that. So we're kind of just doing little stuff and things and stuff until I can start that. But also 121.9 is going to be coming out tomorrow, and we're going to be updating soon. And also 9 Lives is I'll be participating in for the month of October, which is going to take up quite a few streams of hardcore. So like, yeah, we're kind of just on bits and bobs. Mm-hmm. Ow. So then if that's there, now what? How do I power the... Oh, I just had a really cool idea on how to power that. Oh shoot, no, but the cactus means I can't. I was gonna do a really cool thing where I had an observer clock that powered into the block underneath the observer that the comparator was sitting on. So it would have been like sick. But I can't do it because of that. So no. But I can push this out a block. I have not had time to make videos for anything for a while. Okay, so okay. Okay. If I get glass, then I'm gonna get light blue glass because it just makes sense for the theme. And then I also just want to get some mangrove planks. I'll grab some ladders, and I'll grab what's maybe the warped trapdoors or something. This will fit into the purple biome the most out of all the trapdoors. What did I say I needed? I needed mangrove. Oh yeah, I'll just get some mangrove planks. I need some light blue glass. That's cyan. Light blue. Alright. Yes, Darcy. I posted about it in the Discord, specifically in the mods chat, I thought. So yeah, I know this trapdoor isn't really gonna blend in, but it won't be the end of the world. Oh, I mean, I needed to also grab ladders, but whatevs. So what I wanted to do, first of all, I guess the torch is allowed to be permanent here. All right. No, it's fine. I've just explained it a few times today, and I don't have the command set up, so I just want the I just wish I had the command set up. Okay. I don't have a ladder. I thought I had a ladder. Or no, that's one of the things I needed to grab that I didn't. That makes sense. And then, yeah, we have this trapdoor to go here, which... it's the most on brand for the purple biome. Let's go get a ladder. Here. Darcy, I'm gonna copy and paste something into mod chat. I need you to make it a command. Exclamation mark 9L would be the command to add. This is one of their template commands. There. I had put it in my VOD description for the Red video site already when I scheduled the stream for Wednesday. But had not made a purple chat command. I didn't expect to get so many questions about it yet because it hasn't started. So I hadn't gotten around to it. Okay, what else was I doing, chat? What was the next ladders is all I needed. Run it, make sure it's not too long. And I don't care if we adjust that a little bit or anything to make it more... if we need to. Well, it doesn't like you. All right. It's probably got a 60-second cooldown or something. All right. So that's in there, and that should now... We got to make sure it works, I guess. Yep, that works great. Changed it to what? Lowercase, yeah, because the case doesn't matter. You don't have to do it in capitals. It doesn't have a cooldown. It does have a cooldown of 1 minute. Hmm. Oh. Oh, Darcy. Darcy, what command did you add? Do you know what command you added, Darcy? Do you know what's an important part of a command? You figured it out yet? You didn't add the exclamation mark? I'm deleting this one. Alright. I don't even know how to delete it. Oh yeah, remove. There we go. There we go. Yep. All right. There you go. Now that is gonna have a 1 minute cooldown between runs, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Anything come through here? Oh, a bunch of empty shulkers. Nice. I honestly don't know what to do right now, chat. It's the halfway mark of stream. Well, we're past that. I could take a break. Or I could just wrap up early. And then next stream in the hardcore world, I'll have the coordinates I need to start the witch farm. Like, I could spend the time... like, if I wrapped up early, I could stay here at my PC and look for coordinates. I don't know. That does seem appealing. Check out the honey farm. You did ask to see that. Yeah, because I could just get a nice little glass of whiskey, sit here and look through chunk base. All right, how's this doing? We got bottles. Oh, we got honey block. Okay. Honey blocks are filling up to the this one right now. There's not that many. Let's. Oh, okay. We do have the sugar. No, we don't have sugar. How does sugar work? Shouldn't the sugar be filling up before it does the honey blocks? I'm a little. I thought that's what we set up. What's up, my dude? What is up with you? So wait, what is... No, so apparently it's only going to make sugar after it's filled up all the honey blocks, which will literally never happen. Oh. Huh. Why did I wire it this way? Because I swear I didn't have it wired this way. Can I ender pearl it? What does that mean? Yeah, we could change that today. We could fix this today. All I need to do is... I'll get to the honeycomb once I've figured this one out. I'm trying to think... Yeah, so 100%, I meant to have this be lower. That's what I needed to do. So, hold on. I don't know. Wait, what am I looking at here? Okay, so it has to be... This line has to stay where it is. Oh, okay, wait. I could do this really easily then. Hold on. Alright, let me go get some blackstone. Alright, I see how I can... I had to catch myself up on my redstone because that's not the original redstone. That is something that I've gone back and tweaked a few times to get it to where it is. And I didn't realize that I still had the order wrong in the last iteration. You're confused on what I'm trying to fix? Everything all at once. That's true. I could be. I could have been. Except you found a legitimate redstone issue. All right. So, LeBron, the problem is what it's supposed to do is craft honey, then craft sugar, and then craft honey blocks. And the logic is all there for it to do it. The problem is I have the hoppers routed backwards, so it crafts honey blocks before sugar right now. And all that's happening is, yo, thank you for the gifts on the TikTok, my dude. Appreciate that. All that we need to do is lock this hopper unless this one is full or something along those lines. So this will be really simple, presumably. He says, unconvincingly. So, comparator, repeater, doots, block. All right. Okay, watch this, chat. This is gonna be so big brain, you won't even know, chat. Why am I going here? So first, we get a comparator off of their iter, right? Then you get a copper bulb. No. I was wrong. So you take the comparator off of their iter, and then you get an observer. You get an observer, right? What does an observer do? That's right, it observes, and then that goes into a copper bulb, and then that goes into a comparator, and bam! No, that's gonna mess it all up. Dang it. Okay. Okay, I tried. That's gonna not only lock the hopper I wanted, but it's also gonna lock the one up here next to it too, so. Great. That would have worked. It wasn't for you meddling kids or something. I don't know. Oh, chat, this'll work. This'll work. All I gotta do, comparator off of that one into copper bulb. No, see, that's still not gonna work because I need to lock this hopper. Oh, wait, yeah. So I could do that. Oh, but then that'll also, even if I do that and I put a doot here, that doot is gonna lock some extra hoppers when I needed to just block that block that's on the doot. Okay. I just need to lock this hopper somehow. This is such a tight fit. So thinking about it from the perspective of how can I lock that hopper, the answer needs to be by powering that comparator. How do I power that comparator? With a copper bulb. How am I gonna power that copper bulb? By an observer chain off of this comparator. So now that's locked and items should flow over it. Yeah. Yeah, see? Items are just flowing over it now. Until it fills up. That did it. It was literally a straight line. Okay. Okay, things are getting, like, pulsed a billion times. It doesn't appear to be, like, breaking its sync or anything like that. But... maybe, actually. Ooh, actually, maybe? Maybe actually, chat. What I should do, instead of that, is to do it better than that. How do you do it better than that? Well, you see, you get a comparator into there, but then you get a repeater with like 4 ticks on it. There we go. And now when items flow through there, oh, it does still. It does still trigger the repeater. Dang it. I was hoping that the pulse would be like too quick to trigger the repeater or something. And oh my god, that also fires this off. I just realized that it's gonna like, no, I don't think it would have powered that. No, I don't think it would have, but that did fix it. Okay. How you fix? Okay, okay. If I can have it out here, then I can fix it the other way around. So what we do is we put the solid block there and the comparator there. And then if we put a redstone block there with a doot on top, now it needs this to be full. Now it needs to be full. And it doesn't matter that we're powering this observer, I don't think. Perfect. Yep, that still works just fine. Sweet. Oh, I did just realize that this bulb is out of sync. There we go. Now it's right. Yeah, now that's what we want. Cool. Oh, this has to be in the negative? Like in that mode? I don't know. No, I don't think it needs to. No. It needs to just be like, this will work. This will work just fine. So what we should see now is if items will flow through here and the comparator won't blink. Yeah, items are flowing through there and they're not blinking, so this is working great. Cool. 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 The stream delay is slower than my brain. You've never given me such a good compliment. I appreciate that. So now what it's going to be doing is it's going to be filling up the sugar. And then once it fills up the sugar, it's got to fill up this backlog to the crafter. And then once it fills up the backlog to the crafter, it's gotta fill up all the way to here. And then once all of that is full of sugar, I can start getting honey blocks again. Oh boy. Yeah, I know there's already like supposed to be some sort of buffer in here. Is there anything that like I need to make sure I set up the like it's not just gonna start spewing sugar at some point, is it? What's up? I don't see any kind of thing stopping it. Like, once it's full of sugar, I don't see any way for it to, like, stop crafting the sugar. Maybe this was supposed to be at the, I was wired up to be at the very end, but it would never, ever, 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 ever get there. Like, because if that happened, then that would mean we start leaving items on the ground, which was never supposed to happen. Okay, well, this is an easy fix now that I'm looking at it. This timer here, this timer here controls, like, letting honey bottles into there. And you can see here in this state, it's not letting anything flow into the crafter, right? So all I have to do is get a line over from here. If we take a comparator from there and run it into that, all right, once this is full up enough that the signal goes all the way over here, there's no more stuff going in. All right. I love that we just keep every time we come back here, we make this place so much worse. All right. All right. So that's the honey farm, which had no problems and is working perfectly. And then this is the honeycomb farm. Put the tier 1 for 41 months. So the honeycomb farm saves honeycombs. And then, yeah, honeycomb blocks. Wow. Wow. Oh no. Wait. I just realized something, guys. The reason the honey blocks were before the sugar was because we have a sugarcane farm which makes sugar. So we don't need sugar from this farm. And that when it fills up, the farm does turn itself off. So the first thing we did, not really needed. But the second part was needed. The second part is needed, because if I hadn't put this here, that means it would have just kept spewing sugar once the farm was full. So this was needed, but this was not. This is optional to prioritize sugar over honey blocks, which is not the priority of this farm. Honey blocks are the priority. But now it has the ability to not overflow. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So this one, I only realized that because I was rationalizing, wow, this thing's gonna fill up. And what am I gonna do when it fills up? And then I remembered, oh yeah, these farms turn off when they fill up. So you can see here, when this hopper is full, it sends a signal up and to all of these, and it retracts, or it extends these pistons, which blocks the redstone signals from going down or something, and it does that on every floor. So the whole farm shuts off when the storage is full. So, yeah, we're good. Yeah. So I took out the one part because, like, it would have actually went against what I needed it to do, but the other part that we did at the very end was needed, so. Cool. I would love for this place to fill up and shut off. That'd be sweet. I mean, it wouldn't, like, really save us any lag. The minecars don't stop moving. The bees don't stop, existing. So, but it being off does mean that like the shears stop and the bottles stop. There was a torch on the wall. Also, I wanted to check, how are we looking bottles wise? Yo, we got lots of bottles. All right, well, we got plenty of bottles. Yeah. Theoretically, this should be a lossless bottle system. In theory. There's a torch on the wall? Where? You said it as I was, like, leaving this room. I thought. Oh! Interesting. Do I have a shear autocrafter back there? No. This was before autocrafters. It just has a lot of shears. Is it still spawn proof? Yes. When that runs out of shears, maybe. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna start bingo, chat. Come on. This is taking forever to load. Alright, I'm just gonna give you guys, 5 minutes to get a bingo card. Well, 4.5 minutes. 5 minutes to get a bingo card. Exclamation mark bingo. Mods, could we get a message pinned about bingo or something? We got 5 minutes. It's all the time I'm allotting. Yeah, and then after stream, because I'm literally out of things to do right now, and I'm just out of motivation for starting a big thing that I know is not like I should have got the witch farm stuff. I literally thought about it today. I thought about it, but I had a busy day, so I didn't get a chance. Should just go to all the farms and make sure nothing is off. Oh, man. The sugarcane farm we know is good. We just redid that in its entirety. Mickey's not here? Oh, that means Mickey's not allowed to win, right? Yes, you're. Is that really how you speak, Darcy? Yes, you're. If Mickey wins, you win instead. No, Darcy, you gotta win on your own merit. Hey, yo, the partner plus goals is 69. Nice. We do got some diamonds to burn today. I know that much. Does anyone know anything about living in your car and tips or tricks? Mrs. Ken, did you gamble too close to the sun? Hold on. No, that's not a project that we have. Chunk loaders is our next big project. So if we look in here, our to-do project, Witch Farm is what won the vote, but the vote was between Witch Farm and Chunk Loaders. The Witch Farm won, so Chunk Loaders will be next. So Nether Mob Zoo, Witch Farm, and Chunk Loaders were determined to be my 3 highest priority projects. So you guys voted first to do the Nether Mob Zoo, which is now done, and then you voted for the Witch Farm now, and then after that, chunk loaders. So yeah, the Witch Farm is gonna be sick. I would be willing to travel extremely far to find a quad. I would really, really, really want a triple Witch Farm. Worst case scenario, minimum I will take is a double Witch Farm. But like, if I find one that's like literally like almost 100,000 blocks away and it's a quad, I'd be willing to dig that Nether tunnel. I would. If it's 100,000 blocks away diagonally, that would suck, because then you're like traveling 100,000 blocks up and then 100,000 blocks over. But like, yeah. A triple would be great. If we could find a triple within like 30 to 50,000 blocks, that would be amazing. Like, for reference, on my map here, like 30,000 blocks is like further than I've traveled north, you know? Barely. I've traveled 36, like if I could find one anywhere inside of the sphere or the circle that encompasses what I have already traveled before, like obviously in new chunks probably, that would be amazing. I'd be willing to go out. I'd be willing to go out as far as I need to do that. But like once you start passing like 30 something thousand blocks, you know, you're probably better off just going for a double that's closer than going for a triple that's over that distance. But if it's a quad, I would be willing to go that far. All right, chat. Bingo is live. It is calling bingo numbers once every 5 seconds in the purple chat. All you got to do is watch your card and wait for a bingo. Be the first person to click the bingo button. Yes, yeah, it's always 8 to 1. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, so like if we did find a quad that was 80,000 blocks away, that would mean a 10,000 block nether tunnel. Which would be brutal. But because the longest nether tunnel we have right now is like the main north-south highway, and that I believe is like 3,000 blocks total. Well, you didn't get your bingo card, I guess, LeBron. Exclamation mark bingo. Yeah, so in the nether here. Do you have the thing that searches the seed for the crazy stuff, like chunk base, but it shows you the stuff that's like 4 bashes near each other? We do have a bingo command. Someone just ran it earlier, I swear. Okay, yeah, so you can see here, this goes to 800. And this goes to like 1,000. So, okay, my longest tunnel is 2,000 blocks right now. The main highway is 2,000 blocks long, and that's it. So, like, if we needed to add a 10,000 block tunnel off of this, that would be hilariously like absurd. But you guess your wife missed you? Wow, lucky guy. Mrs. Ken wins! Yes, it would be NG. All right, Mrs. Ken, what'd you win? Let's take a look at the sheet. Is there a tool that does that, NG? Like, if you have a link to that, or if you have more info on that kind of tool, send me something in Discord. Because there was a tool that I used to use that was Admist or something, which is like Chunkbase, but it stopped getting updates years ago. So now everybody just has to use Chunkbase. Admist didn't have any kind of the searching stuff for you, but it would do the seed on your local computer, and you could do a lot more filters, and you could do a lot more zooming, and it was a lot better than Chunkbase is, because it wasn't just a web browser thing. What am I doing, Mrs. Ken? Where are you at in this list? You have Basalt with 28 W's, up on that to 29. Your last victory was stream 10/18. Today is VOD number 10:30. Wait, what? Last stream was 10:30. No, 10:29 was last stream. Okay. Hold on. Why do I feel like last stream was 10:30? Hold on. Like, oh no, 10:29 was Minecraft Live, so today is 10:30. Okay, okay, good. Let's get your basalt. I'd love to learn more about a tool that actually analyzes it. Do some Googling. We can hop in the Discord after I end stream. GG, Mrs. Ken, on your basalt W. All right. Why are my clouds off again? I feel like I feel like they keep turning off and I don't turn them off. All right, we do got some diamonds to burn today, chat. Thank you for putting exclamation mark partner plus. If you're new here and you want to learn how to get diamonds to burn, the best way to support the stream is by contributing to partner plus, where every sub point, a qualifying sub point, gets a diamond burnt in the diamond shrine, where we burn diamonds. So let's see, how many points today? We had tier 1, a tier 3, tier 1, a tier 3, that's 8. Tier 1. 9 subs. 9 subs. On 2025, 9/30. That's a full block today. All right, so I still burn them out individually. First was a tier 1 from Casey SARS for 19 months. Then we had a tier 3 from Gryson for 54 months. GG Gryson. Then we had a tier 1 from Zopa for 62 months. Zopa. Then we had a tier 3 from Graphic for 29 months. Bam, bam, bam. And then we just had Purple at tier 1 for 41 months. Bam. Those diamonds are for you. Thank you so much, chat, for letting me burn them in your honor. Oh, 70 points. It is the last stream of the month. So, not happening this month. It's okay. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. All right. That's going to be it for me for the night, though, chat. We got this little stuff done with the vine farm. We did some other odds and ends of redstone around the base. Let's see who's live with some hardcore vibes. Oh man. All right. Who should I send a raid over to tonight? Ah. We will send a raid over to Soft Spoken. Soft Spoken. Soft Spoken. I love his play on words of name. But he's playing some hardcore chat. Day 170. It's been a hot minute since we sent a raid over that way. But last time we did, it was a vibe. So chat, here's a raid message for you to copy and paste when you get there. If you don't got a sub, just use the text, the word Colonel Raid, put it in the chat, let them know you're arriving there and you want to have a wonderful time. Thank you so much for the awesome stream today, my dudes. Thank you for all the Partner Plus qualifying subs, getting us to 70. Thank you for the channel point redemptions. Thank you for the follows across all the platforms. Thank you for the gifts on TikTok. And thank you everybody for being here. I'll be live again Wednesday on the 9 Live server. Until then, peace out, my dudes. Bye-bye.